Hey folks, really excited. We're at TaylorMade HQ in the Kingdom. I have a special guest today, a golf ball expert from TaylorMade themselves, Mike. Mike, you want to tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do here?
Yeah, so I get to lead, I'm lucky to lead our golf ball team here at TaylorMade. I'm in charge of product creation, which means I get to work on the design, the packaging, as well as be a part of the product development process from what we call cradle to grave or womb to tomb, however you want to talk about it, from before inception through advanced development, all until the last dozen sold in your stores.
Wow, so we really have the expert behind the balls themselves, which I feel very fortunate to be around you today. So thank you for your time.
I'm happy to be here.
Now, can you tell us a little bit about, what have been the biggest changes coming to 2025 for the TaylorMade golf ball lineup?
So the biggest thing for us moving into 2025 is we continue to grow and dominate within our 5 and 5X golf balls. The TP5 and 5X golf balls for us continue to be the most successful balls we've ever launched and continue to innovate the category. We're the only 5-layer golf ball out there, and it allows us to have this unique combination of low driver spin and high wedge spin. We've taken that performance concept and add on to it with our 360 clear path alignment stripe design, which is a new visual tech in the marketplace and really the first of its kind in the tour space. That's just, again, taking our most popular construction and our most popular visual tech and combine it together into what's been just an incredible product launch.
I mean, that's absolutely amazing. Can you speak a little bit more on the 5 and the 5X? What have been some of the biggest engineering challenges it took to make a 5-piece ball?
So for us, we don't do 5 layers just because it's a bigger number. We do it because it truly produces better performing products. For us, taking 5 layers and injection molding them with as much precision, I mean, we're going 30 thousandths of an inch thick on some of these layers, but we do it because it allows us to produce unique performance characteristics throughout the board. But what we end up getting is a product that within our TP5 is the softest 5-layer golf ball out there with incredibly high wedge spin and low driver spin. And what we get with TP5X is a product that's a half a club longer than the prior generation. It is the longest ball we've ever made, but still with really great wedge spin. So for us, it's that challenge of injection molding as thin as we are, injection molding as many layers, but we own our supply chain. We've been doing this for years. We're making some of the most advanced golf balls in the world, but we have the most advanced team and facilities in the world to be able to do so.
Wow, I mean, it's amazing. You hear and you can see rumors on how the tech is built, but it's great to actually really get the behind the scenes on how it works.
I mean, we're sitting in the most advanced driving range in the world, and I know it looks like this beautiful place and all this greenery, but what you don't see—
And it is indeed beautiful.
And it is beautiful, but what you also don't see is the 5 TrackMan units that are all connected together using proprietary algorithms that allow us to track a golf ball with inside 3 inches of itself throughout the entire ball flight.
Wow.
It's connected to a weather main up on the hill, so we can affect weather impacts on ball flights, and allows us to produce a dimple design unlike any of the dimple designs out there. Lift has a major factor, drag has a major factor, aerodynamics. And we can take this from our outdoor simulation to indoor simulations to computer simulations. There's no other company that can make a golf ball the way we can to make sure we're maximizing the performance for all golfers out there, not just the best players in the world like Rory and Nelly, but literally any golfer that's going to use our golf ball is going to see the benefits of this product.
And what does that feedback loop look like? Are you working mostly with robots? Are you doing a lot of robots, tour players, and even an average Joe? How do you guys go about, you have the technology here to do it. What does it look like putting yourself in the actual R&D seat?
Yeah, we have incredible engineers that do nothing but track testing. And it's everything you said. We have player panels. So it starts with simulations. So literally just supercomputer simulations on how products are going to perform. You then take that and you make prototypes, and those prototypes are tested on what we have with our swing robots. And then we have, best way to explain it is a massive pitching machine. And it's an indoor aerodynamics research lab to, again, determine ball flights at different spin rates. So you're taking it from computer simulation to then robot and multiple robot simulations. And then you take that to then player groups. We have internal testing panels at different swing speeds. Then we have our tour testing panels. What you're talking about here is millions of shots before we bring a product to market over years and years and years of time. It's that feedback loop is ensuring through all those pieces that you're getting the absolute best performing product, period. Not just from TaylorMade, but from anything out there.
Wow. Now, thinking about the R&D process and what's coming next, can you tell us a little bit more what's going on with the Tour Response balls coming to 2025?
So in 2025, we'll launch our newest generation Tour Response golf ball. And Tour Response has always been built on the concept of using those Tour technologies, using the dimple pattern, mantle system, urethane cover that we put in our TP5 product, then a product designed for the average player. And when I say average player, not that average players don't love and thrive with 5 and 5X, but for golfers looking for a soft feel. as soft as we can make it and still give them tour type performance. And that's what Tour Response is, and that's what the new one has in spades. We're now taking not just the cover material, the dimple pattern, the mantle system. We're also putting a new core that we had taken from TP5 to allow us to create a lower audible sound and a faster construction. That's what that product was designed to do. And the new new Tour Response in 2025 is gonna have even more technology at that same incredible soft feel that people have loved from that product.
Wow, I mean, like we've already talked about before, but you were just packing in so much advanced technology into this. It seems like we don't even need to hit the ball, it's gonna go for us.
Oh man, well, we're doing everything we can to make sure we're maximizing the performance for all golfers out there. That's why you need to try different golf balls out there, because you sometimes might not even know what you're leaving on the table. I mean, when you're fitting a driver or an iron, you're gonna test them, you're gonna try different shafts. But to say, oh, I'm just gonna play this golf ball because I have it is crazy. I mean, you might see a few hundred RPMs of spin delta between different drivers or different shafts.
Huge.
Which is huge. We have different golf balls, not just from us, but when we compare ourselves to competition, that's upwards of 1,000 RPMs of spin difference.
That is such a huge delta, it's insane.
Yeah, so to just like, say, oh, I'm gonna play this one hole or this one another hole, or I'm just gonna play this one because someone gave it to me. When you scrutinize over your irons and your drivers and you go through fittings and look at numbers and then just say, oh, I'm gonna play whatever golf ball, and it might be spinning 1,000 RPMs more, what was the point of all that?
You're doing a disservice to yourself by not
100%.
fine tuning it. So with that in mind, between the TP5, the 5X, and the Tour Response, you know, I know obviously, as you even said yourself, you gotta get out there and just play with each one and see what works for you, but what would you say, you know, a good place to start for each type of golfer would work for those?
So the easy path for golfers is you start with what we call preference-based fitting. What do you want out of a golf ball? What do you want out of your game? Are you looking to maximize distance, or you're looking for softer feel? Those seem to be the two top performance or preference benefits that we look for or we see from golfers. If you want distance as your primary preference, TP5X. If you're looking for soft feel as your primary preference, TP5 or then potentially Tour Response. And then we start going to performance-based fitting. And performance-based fitting is what we talk about with spin. If you're looking at maximizing your green side spin, you're looking at TP5. If you're looking at maximizing your low driver spin, you're looking at TP5X. So you go from preference-based fitting with distance and feel to then performance-based spinning on spin rates. In general, the TP5X is going to be lower spin than the TP5. Lower spin with driver, lower spin with irons, and then lower spin with wedge. Still very high with wedge, but just lower than TP5. And then the last piece, if you really want to get into advanced fitting, is you're fitting on launch angles. The TP5X has a new lower flight, more boring dimple pattern, and the TP5X is more of a mid to high flight dimple pattern.
Okay. So it sounds like if you truly want to maximize your golfing experience and get the most out of your balls, you have to really just try each one and get out there and take it.
Yeah, I mean, we're not trying to overcomplicate it. You know, you can buy a golf ball by the sleeve, right? It doesn't have to be this massive investment. Or someone might just give you one and you can try it. I mean, we all find golf balls on the course. And, you know, you got to try them out. But pay attention to it. But to just switch back and forth or to not know why you're using the golf ball, again, you're really doing yourself a disservice. But if you can at least answer, am I trying to maximize distance, or do I care mostly about feel and feel around the green? That's going to help you at least immediately with which ball directionally you should be looking at. And if you're playing potentially the wrong ones because of that, it's definitely enough to go out there and potentially look at something else.
So, you know, it sounds like for our customers, they really want to get the most out of the game. They need to go to golfdiscount.com, buy each type of ball, and then just get out there and play with it.
Hey, if you have the ability to do that, that's an incredible way to go out. It's testing the product. And again, it's a consumable. You're not making a $500,000 investment to just try a product. Maybe it's 50 bucks, but that allows you, you're gonna use them, they're gonna work great, and then maybe you try something else. Or you buy 2 different dozens, you compare them to each other. But again, these are things you're gonna buy hopefully 2, 3, 4, 5 times a year, depending on how much you're playing. Why not make sure you're using the one that's gonna maximize your game, right? We have products that are half a club longer than other products out there, and that's a massive difference. If I can say, hey, I get to hit 7 irons instead of 6 irons, I would do that all day long.
Yeah.
And if you told me all I have to do is change a golf ball, I mean, who wouldn't do that? And it's crazy to me.
That directly affects you on your scorecard.
100%. You look at the stats, and hitting shorter clubs is going to be more accurate than hitting longer clubs. And if we can do that change with a golf ball, again, it's easy math.
I love it. And you know, I know they're going to want to know this too.
Yeah.
What golf ball are you using right now?
So we're both similar, both around 6'3". I'm what we call sneaky short. So it's one of those things where like, oh, big guy, good player. Oh, you must hit it forever. I do not. I got a very flippy swing that While it looks like I'm hitting it far, it really doesn't. So I use the ball that maximizes distance, TB5X all day. Then when we developed Stripe on that product, I can't imagine using something without that alignment system on it. It's taken me from a not a good putter to maybe an average putter, which, hey, was all I was looking for. I mean, that alignment system on that golf ball and that 360 clear pass system is truly unlike anything I've used before. That's given me more confidence in putting and better alignment than I've ever had in my entire golf career.
Wow. I mean, so it really does come down to, like you said, you've got to follow the preference first, but get out there and just try it. So you know what? We'd like to hear from you. Comment below and tell us what balls you're using today and how it's shaping your game. And if you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe to our channel. Mike, thank you so much for your time today. It was a pleasure chatting with you.
Oh, thank you so much.